A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Johnson. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
It's a seam wide open. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Looking to scramble. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Make a crowd hold its breath like punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. From the wide receiver. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Breaks a tackle and he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a 3rd down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. 1st and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession and force a field goal.
And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming.
42 Spider.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense.
X going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Forced out of the pocket. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Third down coming after the incompletion. Oh, he tosses it back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. There he goes! Wide open spaces at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. I mean, he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes. This is a gamble. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Flips it out in the flat. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to swing it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. He's loose. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. Throwing on the run. He holds it in and nobody's close. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement? Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Dogs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. It's an offense. We don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Using his legs, it's Harden. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Buying some time as he moves left. Got his man downfield. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll give it to the back. Makes it past the marker. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to adjust the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He fires to the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Timeout, Georgia.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the snap, it's Knight. Pressure coming. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the 2nd half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Start the 3rd quarter with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the left. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down and run it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on second down. That's caught. It's Branch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
It'll be third and long. Sends it back in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, looking to pass. With the catch, it's Branch. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Johnson. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying play action. He's not afraid to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Branch. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. New Mexico State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to UCF. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. They get to him as he throws. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball?
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Quarterback moving. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Under fire. Oh, it's a pass. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Pocket breaking down. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here.
Georgia 30, SMU 7.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And the Mustangs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Here's a heat. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. On the run, fires downfield. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
Free up the gut. Touchdown, Georgia. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's the pressure. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
It's one thing not to believe in punting, but to go for it that deep in your own end and give away a 1st and goal, that's just reckless. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Dogs! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Rides the back on the option to give. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Running the option, it's Jennings. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Bringing the heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. And they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul in Oxford who doesn't believe they can't pull this off.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. It's a flea flicker. Rush is on him. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off.
And that feels so good if you're a player, because you know you've been practicing that flea flicker all off season. You're just begging your offensive coordinator to dial it up, and they went out and they executed it beautifully.
Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Finds his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Brenson. It's a running room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using his legs to buy some time. Slings it downfield. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Caught behind the line. It's Harden. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He's got it. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation